We're live. We're live. And we got a bunch of stuff. It is, we're into January now, so it's past the holiday seasons. I hope everyone had a great and wonderful time. I had a great time. There's a lot of cool stuff to share. Some stuff came in the mail. Let's just get right to it, okay? Let's do the quick little intro and dive into the boxes because there's a fair amount, but we're going to move quick tonight. I am excited about it because there are some really cool things here that I've been waiting a long time for. One of these was a surprise. I knew it was happening, but I didn't realize it was coming that fast. Was the Mark Taylor. Well, it's a Mark Taylor. It's the Mark Taylor rendering. Inspired by the original concept art. You know, this is a Target exclusive, but this concept art, it's Mark Taylor. And fortunate enough to be able to meet him before he had passed and work with him a little bit on a couple of little side projects, some t-shirts and some things that we did. So it was really, really cool, along with Rebecca. So to see the figure in particular, you know, the head there, and see this here, it's pretty freaking cool. It'd be great if it had the knife in the boot type of a thing, but they did get that up in the origins up there, but not necessarily with this. So again, it's really cool. I like this. They incorporated the He-Man, the face that we're familiar with onto it. So I did pick up a few of those. I didn't pick up three. I picked up three. One to put in storage, and one for me to open. And yeah, so that's the first one. I got a little message popping across the top of my screen there. I don't know what it means, but anyway. So this weekend was the Michigan Toy Crew get together. So a bunch of us get together every few times a year, and we exchange, trade, buy parts and pieces, full sets, big things. It's just amongst the groups. We get together, have some fun. And there's normally a little auction. People put up some items sometimes, and it'll just be a whatever happens. So it can be really fun. You can anyway. I'm droning on, but this weekend was also a gathering of a lot of those people where there was a Christmas party, if you will. And at that Christmas party, there's a gift exchange, and this is what I got. So I got the elusive pin, not the elusive, but you know, I got the pin upside down, and I got the Cosmic Legion figure, which is pretty freaking cool because she holds a giant freaking Gatling gun, and that peripheral is amazing. That's her. Yeah. So I haven't opened this one. I got the other one over here that I opened earlier, but that one I have plans for because that one is what I'm making into my Triclops homage. Yes, my Triclops homage. It's going to happen. Let's check into comments. What's up? How you doing, Derek? Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Hope you had a good time. I was keeping warm here. We're getting just dumped on with snow right now. It's been pretty nasty. Look to Joe. Great to see you again. Hope you had I'm going to try. I might be able to duck out. I don't know if I can actually set up. There are some shows I am going to really try to get to this year, even if it just means going. But again, finances, time, there's certain things. But yeah, dude, it'd be great to come down there again. That's cool. Yes, it is. It is very cool. Cool stuff. Okay, so I'm all over the place. I'm excited because there's a ton of He-Man stuff that came in. Just a ton. Another one of those was one that I wasn't following immensely or that closely was the dark. I'm going to say it right. The dark one. Is that right? I'm going to be really honest. I know a lot of crazy stuff. This one I am not as familiar with. Shocking. I know. I don't know something. I don't know a ton of this stuff, honestly. But there are people that know way more into it than I do. I just love collecting all of it. I love collecting all of it. So here it is. Gray Skull, the Great Black Wizard. It's freaking awesome. So they had said, someone had mentioned once they saw the legs that Blast Attack was coming. And lo and behold, Blast Attack is about to drop. But this is pretty freaking cool. I mean, this is, I guess, it's the evil. Oh, wait a second. Evil technomonger sorceress. Technomonger sorceress. Pretty freaking cool. And they've already got people that have made the machine that's flying in the background. It's a really cool figure. There's no denying it. So I definitely ordered a couple of these bad boys. Yeah, it's a really cool. I do need to educate myself as to the history of it. Obviously, it's from the Grayskull line where you got your Eldor and Hero and stuff like that, but I'm not familiar with it. So that means fun internet play, looking up things, and always expanding the horizon. I can't know it all. Of course, you are welcome to visit our toy museum. Oh, of course, dude. Yes, that would be amazing. I really do have to get down to the southern part of the country and do a little bit more perusing and spending some time down there. But man, it's always a challenge, which everyone knows. Everyone's got the same challenges I do. Hey, lo and behold, here's some more MOTU. This one looks like it came from Target, and this is our Optimus Prime Armor He-Man. Okay. On some aspects, all right, it's okay. The crossover on the back looks pretty cool. All right, cool. When it's supposed to be a semi-truck, the sword is cool. The axe is cool. There's a lot of cool, all right? But I think most people, and there's renderings of it, they want to see the vehicles that transform. And the one that pops out is someone did a Wind Raider rendering. I don't know if it's fake. Don't know if it's a what's to come, but a rendering that had Wind Raider that transformed. We've already done it with Ghostbusters, right? They've done it with the DeLoreans. There's no reason why to expect or suspect that might happen. Might. I have no logic reason other than it makes sense. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay. We will save the San Diego Comic-Con towards the end. Let's keep digging. Oh, okay. So this one is a little redundant. So I apologize in advance if this one is not the chase, but I didn't get the chase for Scareglow. So I wanted the chase. I've been trying to find the chase. And instead of just going cuckoo, of course, here we go. Here's another one. I wound up finding a deal that made sense for me to buy the regular, which is that one, to then acquire the chase in the bundle. So that's what I did. And I haven't looked at this yet, so I hope it is what it's supposed to be. Yes, so there we go. The chase, Thrill Joy, Scareglow. And apparently it glows, but it does have the green. It's got the chase little stamp on it. So, yeah. Sometimes, I try to buy them organically, but every once in a while, I've learned that sometimes just go to the aftermarket. There's some people that are doing okay deals. You will spend more time, energy, and effort trying to buy the chase, which, what is that? $60 that's sitting right there that I don't need. I've got the one that I'm keeping for the collection of the chase now. So spend 30 or 40, whatever, to get the one that you want, and you're done. So make sure not put that one there because that's the sale pile. Chase. Okay. This one, that's an empty box. Okay. I mentioned Amazon. Anyone but guess what this is? It's pretty obvious, I think, for those of that have been watching. And I'm just, like I said, we're going to go kind of quick tonight. There are some that haven't seen this, and if you haven't seen this, I recommend check out Pixel Dan. Most of you that know or follow or come watch what I do are also following Pixel Dan, and he does like thorough toy reviews. I'm just a hoarder collector that buys everything that's MOTU related, right? This, oh, come on, man. I'm going to get it out. There we go. It's an awkward tight spot. But there it is. This is the new Castle Grayskull, and I've only got the one. I will hope, I'm fingers crossed that they drop in price and I can get one of these on clearance, because this particular set has a slightly different space guy in it, a little different paint applications, but more importantly, this also is painted. The Grayskull itself is painted like Mark Taylor. He did Castle Grayskull concept art and the first moldings of it. And at any rate, he also did the moat. That's the part I was getting at. The moat mat, the mat. There's supposed to be a mat that went under the playset. This has that mat. And I mentioned that worked with Mark and Rebecca a little bit. Not the first person to try it either, right? But I found a way to make the mat. So I found basically they were blank 6-fold out game boards, and you could print on them. The problem was that with them already being folded in blank, it was really hard to get consistent prints. You'd have to go to a sticker, and that's extra time, energy, and everything else, and the folds and cuts and everything. So we didn't wind up going that route. But the point is that I did get a couple prototypes. We did make one up. It did work with the castle, but it is nothing that we actually pursued. So, but it was fun. It was fun. And now my point with the rambling is that was an awesome Mark and Rebecca interaction. But more importantly, we now have that playmat. It's in here. Check out Pixel Dan. Go see what he's got there. Because again, way more thorough, in-depth, really good. But again, I'm the hoarder. Yes, I'm watching the. God, I gotta get. Look. Here we go. These are my readers because I can't see squat. Look, glasses. I'm getting old. Yep. What are you? Yep. For a sale as sold. Yep. Watching for it is. Yeah. Look. I'm gonna have to start wearing them all the time when I do computer stuff at this point, unless I'm on a bigger monitor. It's just getting. It hasn't. It's not going to improve. And there's not enough that I can do to get them to retain back. If anyone's got any tips, let me know. I'm 1.5 is what I need to have for readers now. But I can see everything great distance wise. All right. Okay. So there's one El Camino, and I did not realize that it was this small. So I was chasing this, and if you go and you look for this El Camino from Fast and the Furious, you'll see it almost exclusively with those mud tires. I didn't know that it was this size. It was a lot smaller. I've got one that's bigger, that has slicks on it that look more like a street car. Right now, you can maybe find it on eBay, but the only place I could find it that I knew I could get it brand new was overseas. Now, again, not the mud tire version, the slick tire version, street tires. And it was bigger than this. So, but anyway, I got this for steel. So I was like, okay, cool. And I learned something about it, the size. Okay. We're going to say, yep, that's part of the finale. What do we have here? Oh, yeah. All right. So Mattel Creations putting out stuff here and there. And I apparently didn't know about Multibot on Amazon. I went to look, I missed, it's all gone, but here we go. It's Multibot. Just went to the website. It's still listed at pre-order, I think, for a couple places. And I don't know if I just got lucky and got at any rate, I got 2 Multibots. I got Multibot. I haven't seen what the box looks like, or at least not since the images, right? So let's take a look and see. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see. Okay. We got the little thumb hole opening to the top because it is a box with the lip on the top. All right. Okay, that's a little different. That is a little different there. I got a misfit. And I'm going to leave it like this because I opened the top, okay, and that's what I saw. I don't think I'm supposed to see cardboard there. My multi-bot is packaged upside down, and there's even a bulge at the bottom here, which it's upside down, legit. You know, sometimes I'm like, for a second, I really did. I had to think for, I'm like, what is it? Is it like the, like, you know, Stranger Things play here that I'm missing? Nope, it's legit. Just, it's a manufacturer error upside down. You know what's weird? I don't really know if I would consider that a misfit toy. It's just mispackaged, you know, and the packaging isn't the kind that's taped. I'm sure if I was incredibly careful, I might be able to, maybe not. No, there is tape. No, I don't know. Whatever. Cool conversation piece. All right. So, point is, though, there is another one, and I don't know if I'm going to open it or not. Probably will, because I'm going to know if I got a good one or not, because if I didn't get a good one, I'm going to have to order another one. Okay. All right. Look, old man time. It's not old man. It's just I'm getting old. Glasses aren't old man. I'm old man. Oh, let's check out the comments. Hey, well, hello, David. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. Oh, wait, it didn't go high enough here. Don't remember seeing that. Yeah. Oh God, I really feel this different. It's different. They're clear. They're glare. I'm still learning it. Still enjoy the line. The He-Man figure. It is. Yep. Now that's a beauty. I don't remember where that comment is, but unless you're talking about me, yeah. Amen, brother. What up, Chuck? Oh, let's see. Chase S&D. Chase is. Oh, what? S&D. That's the Grayskull Halloween inflatable. Yes, definitely going to get me one of those. Probably 2 or 3 of those. Yep, got that already. That was quick. Yep, watching the news. Mo, I missed a whole bunch of comments earlier, man. I apologize. Apparently, if you buy the Black Wizard and create. Oh, wait. If you buy, we'll offer you the new Grayskull for $125 as an add-on. Interesting. I did not know that. Carrots. I haven't eaten carrots. I don't eat carrots very often. Millions and millions. Benny, how are you, buddy? I hope you had a great holiday season, my friend. Moses, what's up, bud? How are you? The multibot. Okay. That multibot was trying to form Mega Beast on its own from the packaging. That's awesome. That's great. What up? Hey, Jay, how are you, man? I appreciate you tuning in. So for those that can't see some of the comments, some people on YouTube, some people are on Facebook. We get the crossover between the two here. So that explains it. And if you haven't figured it out yet, yes, you can like, subscribe, share, do all that fun jazz. There are 2 different platforms. If you're on either one, I appreciate the love. Okay. We're going to move this one off to the side because there are 2. No, there are not. There's 1. I thought I had 2. I thought I had another BBTS box down over there. I didn't. That was the empty one from a couple weeks ago, but I do have stuff. Namely, New Eternia. Drag store. Yes. Take a look at the back. I haven't looked at the art. I have not taken one of these out of the package yet, out of the box. So just now looking at it. Look, we got Extendar. So is that some foreshadowing there, huh? We're gonna get some Extendar action. Gray Skull. Grizzlor. Nice. 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 Okay, let's make sure I don't push them off the back here. Okay. Oh, Keldor. All right. Keldor. Look at that. Okay, so when I first took a look at it, again, vision, right? I initially had the shot of the hell's the guy's name in Guardians, the first one, where he does the dance off with. He's blue with the hood on. Initially, obviously, it's green, but the blue skin just is very, very attention getting. It's interesting. It's like you've got a Prince Adam torso, if that makes sense. They're using the white. He's wearing sleeves to see the blue gar skin underneath. Cool. And if you look closely, the sword looks to be like 1/2. Again, this is like a 2000X line, or 2000X story with Keldor, which I do really like that storyline. That's basically half of the sword before it merges with another half and gets a little kink in it. So pretty cool. Very, very cool. I do like seeing Keldor come out like this. Oh, that's awesome. How did I miss that? Look at the head, the second head, the alternate head. Come on, focus. Oh, no. It's not going to focus. Being butthead. Anyway, you get the idea. I wonder why it's not focusing on it. Got too close. Something. Let's stack it that way. No, they're not going to stack. Okay. The Spera. I wasn't sure how the mask was going to work. It looks very Samurai Jack-ish to me in this instance. It does also, though, to be fair, it does resemble, and maybe just because it's the Castle Hellskull, right? There's a similarity to it. But we've got Horde bots in the back, a lot of Horde bots. Who is that? Who is that? Am I just... Huh. Well, yeah, and there's the Castle Hellskull, the goddess, So, I mean, it makes sense. Very cool. All right. Okay. There are 6 more, 7 more. I don't know how many more, but we got more. Now we're going switching gears to Origins. This is the cartoon series, so we got Queen Marlena, and this is pretty funny to me because a lot of times, we're used to seeing the card backs with all these different figures, and here we've just got the two, the King and Queen. And speaking of the King, here is said King. I got mock cases for these someplace. There's a couple right there. I got more around the corner. King Randor, Queen Marlena. It's a heavy figure, and the scepter is a little bit different. That's the proper term. Secret power. Put the secret power both. Okay, and he has a sword too. That's a little dinky sword, man. Look at that down there at the bottom. That is not a king sword. Not a king sword. He says. But he's heavy. I'm really surprised how weighted that King Randor figure is. Oh, and by the way, shout out to BBTS because excellent packaging. I mean, listen, we ship the cases all the time. The Postal Service there are people that try, yes, okay, but in general, you're talking about millions and millions of packages. When they say they don't care, I don't mean that in the literal true sense in most cases, but they get thrown around. And so my point is that not every time is it the shipper's fault, meaning the BBTS or whoever you're buying it from. They did a great job packaging. They do all the time. Oh, now we're getting into the 2000X. I love the cards. I love the 2000X series. This is what got me back into MOTU hardcore, like really hardcore. They got the big oversized armor. Yeah, it's good. I like this. They're even. So that's interesting. So it's hard to tell, but you can see that they're the inner blister is pushing out to the front to help give it some more rigidity, which that's pretty cool. I don't remember seeing it like that in the past. But did I show the back? I don't know if I showed the back. Really cool. I like the 2000X. The card backs feel thicker too. They feel slightly thicker, heavy duty. Oh yeah, Triclops. They did a great job with Triclops on blending the original and the 2000X. I think that the techno crossover that they did in 2000X with him was phenomenal. I really do. I think that I can make. I know a lot of people look at this figure from Cosmic, right? And again, when you look at I'm bouncing around here, when you talk about Cosmic Legions or Mythic Legions, the Four Horsemen don't use or make a new part for an homage. They use existing parts. Well, the head there has multiple eyes on it, but there's 3 primary and 2 secondary. So those become the 3 primary eyes. Yes, it looks kind of like that. Oh, what the hell? The bot. Almost swore. From Star Wars, the snow bot drone thing that I'm drawing a blank on and looking like a fool right now. It does have that look, but trust me, I got an idea for that and that. That's why the backpack is out currently, and I have some hands. Triclops. Okay. Who else we got? Stratos. Nice. Stratos from the cartoon collection, 2000X. He's got the thrusters. You know what? I didn't watch it this year. I normally put the series. I have multiple discs of it in different versions, and one of the versions is I've got it on DVD, and I didn't watch this deer season. I almost always watch it. Shoot. As seen on Sky War. That's cool. They're even referencing specific shows. Nice. Very cool. So He-Man is still in the box down there somewhere. Out of cases right now, but let's see what we got here. Moss Man. He doesn't make too many appearances in the 2000X line, but when he does, he is a serious force to be reckoned with. Serious. So this one, we're supposed to have Evelyn and Man-at-Arms. So I guess there's 3 in this particular set. And let's see what the as seen is. As seen on Orko's Garden. That's cool. That's super cool. Here's our He-Man looking off to the right, it looks like. I'll get the comments here before we get to the last item and catch up. As seen on the beginning. Now, what's interesting is in the 2000X series in the toys, they did paint variants. They did chases. I know they have had some incidental chases with different knees and some other things, but I am not aware of any paint variants that they've done for this yet. If they did, and they did it intentionally, that is another serious tipping of the hat to the 2000X toy line, which again, they're making them, so could happen. And of course, the last one down there, Evil Lynn. I like it. I like it. The depth here of the bubble gives it just that extra. I don't know. They're better quality cards and blisters this time. That's great. As seen on the beginning. Evil in. And don't again, I'm out of cases, but okay. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool. All right, let me catch up on comments. The glasses have to come back on because I can't see. There it is. There they are. All the comments are coming in of what the heck I was trying to say. All right, I'm catching up here. Almost there. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, okay. There we go. So I said hi to Jada last time, so I apologize. There we go. Open up the other multi-bot so you can see it's upside down too. I know I do want to do that kind of. I'm curious. All right, I'm going to open up the other multi-bot based on the request of John. I'm going to open up the other multi-bot. Let's find out. Let's find out if one's upside down and one's right side up. Or did I just stumble across a error in what we got? So we're finding out, John. Nope, this one's right side up. This one is the proper way. That's the way it's supposed to be. That would make sense too, that the heads are there. And there is extra height that bows up there too. It's hard to kind of tell. Oh, you can see in the packaging with the light reflection. So there we go. Looks like I got a misfit toy. I wonder how many other people are experiencing the same thing that I did. Hola from Tijuana. Hey, thanks. Is it Irwin, if I'm getting that right? Thanks for tuning in from Mexico, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, okay. Now you got to open up the Keldor to see the acid face head on the Skeletor body. I know. I should have paid closer attention because I might have to pick up a second one of those, just one of those, so I can do that very thing. Davo, what's up, my friend? Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate everybody that stopped in to say hey today. You don't have to, but I appreciate it. It's fun, man. I need to pick up some 2000X. Agreed. 2000X. The new releases are really good. Are those on the 2000X figures the same size as the Origin fitties? Yes. Yep. No difference. They fit great. They go right close to the front. It might actually even. It's hard to see. It looks like it doesn't touch there, but maybe it's slightly. But it fits perfectly. Yeah. So that's great. Yep. I do think it is a fraction deeper than some of the other ones, than the other series. There it is. Probot. I knew some people had it. Probot Droid. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Hey, Dale, Probot Droid. Yes, everybody. Thank you for helping me with that. Hey, I know that guy. What's up, man? How are you, my friend? Oh, you got to pick up another Castle Grayskull bounce house. Oh, yeah. I'm going to pick up the freaking the Halloween. In case you haven't seen that yet, they're coming out, or it's at least proposed, they're coming out with a entryway. So it's just a big blow up entryway, the front of Castle Grayskull, so kids could walk through the little gate. You know, I'm going to buy like 4 of those things so that way I can have a castle, right? And it doesn't have to. Yes. And check it out, Van and Brad. I picked up this, got this at the recent get together with the Michigan boys, and that's gonna be my my Triclops homage. So yeah, all right. So probably $199. That's what I guess. That's my guess. Yeah, I would absolutely love it if it was $99. If it was $99, they wouldn't be able to keep them in stock because. When you think about some of these things, a lot of the elaborate mechanics and things get those things kind of pricey. This is literally 2 pieces of fabric, to the best of my assumption, that get sewn together. One has an image of one, and one has the opposite image, right? So it might be really inexpensive. It might. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But I haven't seen anything of where it's at. Nothing other than those first initial pictures a week or so ago. And Brad, love you guys. Yeah. Oh, the Legion's crew is great. It is phenomenal. And we're going to end on something pretty big here. Well, for me, it's pretty big because I have not had this. I have looked high and low for years, and eventually I found not one, but two. And of course, you'll understand why I had to get two. You ready for this? San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from, I think, 15 years ago now. I got to double check. Yeah, no. Yeah, 2015. So 10 years ago. I thought it was 15 years. I thought it was older than that. And this is a collaboration between Super 7 and Chia. Yes! Chia Mossman. Look, I got Mossman over there, and I got Mossman right here. This thing was super hard to track down. This one even has a crunched corner, but never been used. You can still hear the chia seeds inside. Phenomenal. I have never had a chia pet. And you guys can tune in the spring. I'm going to wait till we get some sunlight because there's a couple windows where there's some decent light, and I want to just do it as organic as possible without using extra power and whatnot. But I'm going to do it very much like this, but I'm going to leave the cod piece where there's no chia seeds. So I've got that. And I went out and I ordered lots of chia seeds so we can grow Mossman multiple times over and continue to have fun with our Mossman. Chia Mossman. Yeah, I can't believe I found one loose. And it doesn't look like it's ever been used, but I don't know how to tell if they've been used or not, how much residue they leave behind when you clean them off. Obviously, they're reusable. You soak them with water, fill them with water, and rub the wet chia seeds on it, and poof, you wind up getting something like that. So stay tuned this spring and into summer because Mossman is going to come to life, literally. That's going to be fun. I'm excited. I am looking forward to that. That's going to be a fun little video. Maybe we'll even set up a live stream for Chia Mossman. No, I won't do that. Hey, Brad says, hey, Benny, what's up, man? Wow. I know. Isn't that cool? A Chia Mossman? I've been after that for a long time. Manscapes. Yes, Manscaped. Totally going to leave that open area there. So, all right, guys and girls, if they're already tuned in, I appreciate everyone that stopped in tonight. We got some cleaning up to do, some organizing of totes, because very, very few of these things, unfortunately, can go on display in the collection right now because I'm just out of room, man. I'm hemorrhaging at the seams with the stuff. So I really, really, really need to find. It's about 2,000 square feet is what my estimate is to properly have everything out on display with shelves and everything. Yeah. So with that, I will leave everybody go and have a great rest of your week. Be safe. It's crazy out there. National news happening right here outside of where I live because of a 100-car pileup. So if you're in bad weather and some of those inclement conditions, be safe, be smart, have fun. When you're not on the roads, be smart and safe when you're on the roads. But then when you're off, have some fun, enjoy it, say hi to friends, do these type of things, have some get-togethers. Remember, say hi to somebody that you haven't said hi to in a long time, and try to end the day with a smile. So hope everyone has a great rest of your week, and we'll catch you next time. Could be a couple weeks, could be a couple days. Hopefully it's not a month, but you never know. Sign up, subscribe, and we'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.